7 signs that predict how long you'll live after 70. Backed by science. Do you ever wonder how much time you really have left once you cross 70? At this stage, every year becomes more precious. And the truth is, your body is already sending you clues. While some folks in their 70s feel sharp, strong, and energized, others begin to slow down, facing fatigue and health setbacks. What makes the difference? Often, it's not luck. It's a set of powerful science-backed signs that reveal how well you're aging and how long you might live. Let's dive into 7 key signs that researchers say can help predict your lifespan after 70. These are not guesses or old wives' tales. They come from real studies and real-life patterns. Stick around until the end. Some signs may surprise you, and they could be the key to adding healthy years to your life. Sign 1. Your walking speed. Surprisingly, one of the strongest indicators of longevity isn't in your genes, medical history, or even what you eat. It's how fast you walk. Studies show that seniors who maintain a steady, brisk pace tend to live longer than those who slow down significantly. Walking speed is closely tied to heart health, muscle strength, balance, and even brain function. Take 2 individuals, Tom and Harold, both 73 years old, living in a quiet town in Oregon. Tom walks daily, keeps a strong pace, and doesn't hesitate to climb stairs or cross a busy street. His stride is steady, confident, and sure-footed. Harold, on the other hand, used to be active, but in recent years he's started to lag. He tires easily, takes frequent breaks, and feels a bit wobbly on uneven ground. Tom's pace shows his systems are still firing well. Harold's slower movement may be a sign of muscle weakening or even early signs of neurological decline. The legs are your body's foundation. When they slow down, so does your vitality. The good news? Walking speed is something you can improve. Add daily strolls, practice light leg exercises, or simply walk more around your house. It's one of the easiest ways to track and improve your health. Sign 2. Your grip strength. Yes, your handshake matters. More than you think. Researchers found that grip strength is a surprisingly accurate predictor of overall health in older adults. A strong grip indicates muscular strength, proper blood flow, and a healthy nervous system. Meet Jack, a 76-year-old retired firefighter from Michigan. Jack has always had a firm handshake. He lifts light weights a few times a week, carries his groceries without a problem, and still opens tightly sealed jars on his own. Now consider Bill, also 76. Over the past year, Bill noticed that holding on to a bag of potatoes or unscrewing a bottle cap had become a challenge. He brushed it off as just getting older, but in reality, his declining grip strength could be a red flag. Weaker grip can indicate early muscle loss, a condition called sarcopenia, which increases your risk of falling, losing independence, and even early mortality. To maintain a strong grip, try using hand strengtheners, squeezing a tennis ball, or lifting light dumbbells. Your hands can tell a bigger story than you might realize. These are just 2 of the 7 signs we'll cover, but they already show how small things can reveal the bigger picture. By tuning in to your body's subtle messages, you can make smart, timely changes that improve your odds of living a longer, healthier life. The remaining signs, like balance, sleep quality, social habits, and how you handle stress, are just as revealing and worth your attention. The key takeaway? Aging isn't just about counting the years. It's about quality of life, and knowing the right signs can give you more control over your future. So ask yourself today, how steady is your walk? How strong is your grip? What are your daily habits saying about your health? You have more power than you think to shape your years ahead. Make each one count. The 7 signs that reveal how long you'll live after 70, backed by science. Do you ever wonder how many good years you might still have after turning 70? Every year feels more precious. And the truth is, your body is already giving you clues about how long you may live. Some folks in their 70s still feel energetic, sharp, and full of life. Others, however, slow down, dealing with fatigue, aches, or health issues. So, what makes the difference? Scientists say there are a few powerful, often overlooked signs that can predict how long you'll live. These signs are backed by years of research and real-life patterns observed in older adults who enjoy long, healthy lives. By paying attention to these early signals, you can take simple steps to extend your life and improve your well-being. Let's take a closer look at these indicators and why they matter more than you might think. Sign 1. Your walking speed. One of the most telling signs isn't in your blood tests or family history. It's how fast you walk. Studies show that older adults who maintain a brisk, steady walking pace are more likely to live longer than those who slow down dramatically. Picture this. George and Harold are both 76 and live in a small town in Wisconsin. George walks every morning, often at a park near the lake. He moves with ease, steady and confident, even on small hills. Harold, on the other hand, used to enjoy walking, but now he moves slowly, stops often, and struggles to climb a short flight of stairs. George's speed suggests his muscles, heart, and brain are still in great shape. Harold's slower pace could be signaling deeper health issues, like weak circulation or early neurological decline. Your legs are your foundation. When they weaken, so does your independence. The good news? Walking speed can improve. Start with short daily walks, add light leg exercises, and stay consistent. Your pace isn't just how you move. It's a reflection of how long you'll keep moving through life. Sign 2. Your grip strength. You might not think your handshake means much, but your grip strength is a powerful signal of your overall muscle health. In fact, studies show it's one of the best indicators of longevity in older adults. Take Ella, 81, from Tennessee. She's proud of her firm handshake and keeps her hands strong by using hand grips and lifting light groceries herself. Then there's Ruth, also 81, who started struggling to open jars or carry laundry baskets. She brushed it off as just aging, but what she didn't realize was that her weakening grip signaled a larger loss in muscle mass. Your hands reflect your body's strength. When your grip weakens, chances are the rest of your muscles are too, and that makes everyday tasks harder and independence tougher to maintain. But here's the good news. You can rebuild strength with simple exercises like squeezing a tennis ball or using hand weights. So go ahead, test your grip. If it's weaker than it used to be, don't ignore it. It might just be your body's way of asking for a little extra care. Sign 3. Your balance. How well can you stand on one leg? It sounds simple, but it's one of the most accurate ways to predict how long you'll live. In one major study, people in their 70s who couldn't balance on one foot for at least 10 seconds were more likely to experience health issues, including falls, memory loss, and even earlier mortality. In Colorado Springs, Margaret and Helen, both 74, decided to try this test after reading about it online. Margaret, a former dance instructor, had no trouble holding her balance. Helen, who hasn't been very active in years, tipped over immediately and had to grab the wall for support. Balance is about more than avoiding falls. It requires strong muscles, quick reflexes, and a healthy brain. If you feel unsteady when turning quickly or need to hold furniture for support, take action now. Try standing on one foot for 10 seconds each day, walking heel to toe, or practicing basic Tai Chi movements. It's never too late to improve your stability, and the stronger your balance, the safer and longer your life may be. Sign 4. Your sleep patterns. Good sleep in your 70s isn't just about feeling rested. It's about survival. During sleep, your body repairs itself, your immune system strengthens, and your brain clears toxins that can lead to diseases like Alzheimer's. Let's look at Carl and Thomas, two friends in their mid-70s from Oregon. Carl has a bedtime routine. He goes to bed around 10 p.m., sleeps for 7 hours, and wakes up feeling refreshed. Thomas, however, wakes up multiple times each night, has trouble falling asleep, and often naps during the day because he's always tired. Carl's sleep habits help him stay mentally sharp and physically strong. But Thomas is experiencing brain fog, rising blood pressure, and more stress, all tied to poor sleep quality. If you're waking often at night, feeling tired in the morning, or relying on sleep aids regularly, it may be time to take a closer look. Fixing your sleep might be easier than you think. Limit screen time in the evening, avoid large meals before bed, get morning sunlight, and maintain a consistent sleep schedule. Your future health starts tonight, one good night's sleep at a time. Sign 5. Your appetite and eating habits. The way you eat after age 70 says more about your health than most people realize. A healthy appetite and balanced meals don't just keep you energized. They can actually be one of the strongest indicators of how long you might live. Let's take two women from a small town in Oregon, Betty and Linda, both 76 years old. Betty enjoys cooking simple but nutritious meals at home. She eats plenty of colorful vegetables, lean proteins, and whole grains. She looks forward to her breakfast smoothie and dinner salad and maintains a healthy weight without much effort. After every meal, she feels nourished and ready to take on the day. Linda, on the other hand, has slowly lost interest in food over the past year. Meals no longer excite her. She often skips breakfast and snacks on crackers or pre-packaged meals instead of cooking. She's also lost about 12 pounds without trying. At first, she thought it was normal aging, but her lack of appetite is actually a warning sign. A noticeable drop in appetite or changes in eating habits after 70 can signal deeper health concerns. It might mean the body isn't absorbing nutrients well. It could also be a sign of early cognitive decline, depression, or even digestive issues. And when you're not eating enough, your muscles begin to shrink, your energy drops, and your immune system weakens, leaving you more vulnerable to illness, falls, and fatigue. If you've noticed you're not as hungry as you used to be, you feel full quickly, or you're dropping weight without trying, it's time to take that seriously. Don't chalk it up to just aging. Your body might be trying to tell you something. The solution? Focus on nutrient-dense foods like eggs, salmon, oats, nuts, leafy greens, and berries. If you're struggling with meal prep, try batch cooking simple recipes, or ask a family member to help stock your fridge with healthy options. And stay hydrated. Sometimes, thirst gets mistaken for hunger, especially in older adults. Ask yourself, are you still enjoying your meals? Are you getting enough protein, fiber, and healthy fats to support muscle and brain health? Your answers could reveal a lot about your future. Sign 6. Your ability to handle stress. Stress doesn't disappear after retirement. In fact, for many folks over 70, stress shows up in new forms, like managing health issues, financial worries, or feeling isolated from loved ones. The real question is, how well are you handling that stress? Let's meet two men from Tennessee, George and Carl, both 78 years old. George deals with life's ups and downs with surprising calm. Whether it's a leaky roof or a doctor's appointment, he takes a breath, makes a plan, and stays optimistic. He practices meditation, takes walks every morning, and enjoys chatting with neighbors over coffee. His blood pressure is steady, and his doctor is always impressed by his overall health. Carl, however, feels overwhelmed almost every day. He worries about things that haven't even happened yet. His savings running out, his kids forgetting to call, his knee pain getting worse. He loses sleep, snaps easily, and often feels emotionally drained. Over time, this chronic stress has affected his heart, his memory, and his energy. Stress isn't just about feeling anxious. It has real, physical consequences. Prolonged stress raises cortisol levels in your body, which can cause inflammation and damage your organs over time. In fact, long-term stress has been linked to nearly every major age-related illness, from Alzheimer's to heart disease. If you find yourself frequently irritable, tense, or emotionally exhausted, that's your body waving a red flag. But the good news is, stress is manageable. You can reduce it with small, consistent habits. Practice deep breathing for just 5 minutes a day. Take a short walk outside. Write in a journal. Watch a funny movie. Stay connected to people who lift your spirits. Ask yourself, when life throws you a curveball, do you adapt and move forward, or do you stay stuck in worry? Learning how to let go of what you can't control and focus on what you can is one of the most powerful tools you have, not just for peace of mind, but for longevity. So, take a breath. You're stronger than your stress, and every small step you take to manage it today can add more good years to your life tomorrow. Still with me? If you're finding these signs helpful and eye-opening, drop a comment with a number 5 below. And if you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss another video designed to help you live longer, stay stronger, and age with confidence. We've got one final sign coming up that could surprise you, so don't go anywhere. Let's keep going. Sign 7. The power of your social connections. How connected you are with others can be one of the clearest signs of how long and how well you'll live after 70. Time and time again, research has shown that people with strong social ties, whether through friendships, family bonds, or involvement in community activities, tend to live not only longer lives, but healthier and more fulfilling ones. Loneliness, on the other hand, can be just as harmful as chronic illness. Studies have linked social isolation to a higher risk of heart disease, depression, cognitive decline, and even early mortality. Let's meet two women from small-town Ohio, Dorothy and Alice, both 76 years old. Dorothy starts her mornings with a phone call to her sister, enjoys lunch with friends every Thursday, and never misses her weekly church potluck. She's part of a neighborhood knitting circle, volunteers at the local library, and always seems to be laughing with someone. Alice, by contrast, has grown more withdrawn in recent years. Since her husband passed away, she rarely leaves the house. Though her daughter lives just a half-hour away, they speak only once or twice a month. She finds herself spending more and more time in front of the television, going entire days without meaningful conversation. Over time, Alice has begun to feel the effects. Her mood has declined, her motivation to stay active has faded, and her doctor has noticed changes in her blood pressure and memory. Dorothy, meanwhile, remains sharp, energetic, and engaged in life. What many don't realize is that meaningful social interaction does more than provide emotional comfort. It plays a direct role in physical health. When we interact with others, our brains release chemicals like oxytocin and serotonin, which help lower stress, improve mood, and even strengthen the immune system. Talking, laughing, and connecting with others help keep our minds engaged and our bodies more resilient. If you found yourself pulling away from others, declining invitations, avoiding calls, or spending most of your time alone, it's time to take a closer look. Being alone sometimes is natural, but feeling lonely all the time isn't. And it's not something you have to accept. The good news? You don't need a huge social circle to stay connected. Even 1 or 2 close friendships can make a world of difference. Here are a few small steps you can take to rebuild those social ties. Call an old friend you haven't spoken to in a while. Join a club or activity group at your local senior center. Volunteer for a cause you care about. Set a goal to have at least one meaningful conversation each day. Invite a neighbor over for coffee or a walk. These efforts may seem small, but over time they add up, and they help build a stronger, longer, and happier life. Now, let's pause for a quick check-in. If you're still with us and finding these insights helpful, please comment the number 7 below to let us know you're here. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any of our future videos. Your support truly helps us continue creating meaningful content to inform and inspire. Final thoughts. How do you measure up? Now that you've learned about the 7 powerful signs that predict how long you may live after 70, take a moment to reflect. How are you doing in each of these areas? Are you walking with purpose, gripping things with strength, balancing with ease? Are you sleeping well, eating properly, managing stress, and staying connected with others? Here's the beautiful part. Most of these signs are things you can actively improve. Your future isn't written in stone. Every step you take today, no matter how small, can make a real difference in the years ahead. If you've noticed areas where you're struggling, don't wait for your next doctor's visit to make a change. Take initiative now. Go for more walks. Use light hand weights or squeeze a stress ball to boost grip strength. Practice standing on one foot to improve balance. Set a consistent bedtime and limit screens in the evening. Eat nutrient-rich foods and monitor your appetite. Try meditation or journaling to manage stress. And most importantly, reach out and connect with someone today. The goal isn't just to live longer, it's to live better. Because longevity isn't just about how many years you have left, it's about the quality of life you experience during those years. Thank you so much for being here with us today. We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and share one insight you found valuable and how you plan to use it in your own life. Your feedback motivates and inspires us every day. If you enjoyed this video and want more, please like, subscribe, and share it with others who may benefit. Together, we can build a community that empowers seniors to thrive. Thanks again for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.